What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we are hopping into Mr. Terrific Year 1, Issue 1. Mr. Terrific is about to make his cinematic debut in Superman, and we're not going to talk about what happened with the CW Mr. Terrific. So fingers crossed that the movie with Mr. Terrific is going to be 10 times better. But this one's for you guys out there that may not know who Mr. Terrific is. His name is Michael Holt, a brilliant young inventor, destined for greatness. But all of that screeched to a halt when his wife Paula and unborn son, they were killed in a car accident. His ambition, his dream of using technology to help others, it all went away. He retreats from society. He sells Holt Industries. But the domino effect of chain reactions that follow this event, they take a not-so-ordinary man from the depths of despair to the heights of heroism. And then we have our present-day Mr. Terrific, trying to figure out what became of Darkseid after the events of DC All In. This leads him to discoveries that all secret sorrows and triumphs, they will all be revealed. So, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we pick up with the events of DC All In. Mr. Terrific reminiscing about the life that he's led, the groups of individuals that he's teamed up with, the gods that have fought by his side. And while he may not be like the others in some regards, his mind has always been his superpower. Mr. Terrific saying that then there's Darkseid, the hidden hand behind his darkest moment. And so we have to ask ourselves, is this alluding to Mr. Terrific's, his wife and child's death being at the hands of Darkseid, or Darkseid having some kind of push and sway on the inevitable outcome of Mr. Terrific's life? But when Darkseid assaulted the Justice League Watchtower, he wanted to strike, but brute strength, that has never stopped Darkseid. Darkseid is. He is a living force of nature. You cannot defeat a hurricane. You cannot stop an earthquake. You endure it. And when Darkseid left, he left behind a dangerous interdimensional rift. This signature, he has seen this before. He has only seen it in one other place. After all of these years, he's going back to where it all started. Mr. Terrific is going home to Gateway City. This is what takes us to the past. Not long after his wife and son had passed, his son never even getting the opportunity to breathe air. This loss has taken the very breath from him. Michael struggles just to get up every day. Had it not been for his friend Dre, Michael may never get out of this bed. The truth is, he hasn't left the house in 6 months. His friend Dre is really trying to get him out of this, saying that it's been 2 years. You've been held up in this house for 2 years. You haven't left it in 6 months. As they sit and talk, they go down to the workshop. Michael begins to tinker. Dre makes an observation of what Michael calls his version of a skeleton key, something that can open any lock. But what Michael has really been working on is an app for Dre, kind of like a personal trainer app. Artificial intelligence, whole workout routines, the whole 9 yards. But there's also more going on. This is when Dre shows him a little bit of a video clip, because they're getting reports of increased cases of nausea, other illnesses, asthma, all these things in the south side of Gateway City, an area known to the locals as the Bottoms. Residents are claiming that it all started when Prescott Tower had been built. Prescott Tower, owned by the same Prescott that Michael Holt sold his company to. As soon as Athena Prescott began testing her engine, people started getting sick. Now she's got a meeting with the mayor. They believe that the mayor is just simply gonna let this happen. Nobody's gonna speak out against it. But Michael can't say anything either. When he sold Holt Industries, there was a clause in the contract that said he could not disparage her in any way, shape, or form. And Dre really kind of lets into him. Says that you sold your company to Athena, you have some kind of responsibility to do something. Because you could have sold to Wayne Tech. You could have sold to Queen. You sold to the first person that came along. And he gets it. Paula and the baby died. You were a mess. But now you sit here with all your toys, all your grief, an AI that talks to you, but there's a whole world outside these walls you've abandoned. It is getting bad, and it's only going to get worse. We need people to do something. Now, Michael is going to argue that this is all anecdotal evidence. There's nothing hard, that he needs proof if they're actually going to make these accusations. That's when Dre leaves, saying that he used to be a different man. This is where we pick up later that evening. We have 5 guys that are sneaking into a building. One of them holds that device that is a skeleton key that unlocks any lock. The same one that we saw in the shop of Michael Holt. Breaking into the facility, they start to make their way down. They're trying to map out the entire engine to get the schematics and figure out whatever toxic crap is in this thing. As they get in, security is already standing by. They've been waiting for them. Somehow their cover was blown, and so as one works on getting the schematics, the others hold off the guards as long as they can. While all of this is happening, Athena Prescott is watching. As she watches, she says to activate the engine, with Dre being able to make it out alive. His first call is to Holt. He tells him that he's got to be picked up. Of course, Athena, on this point, they already know that 2 of them got away, so she sends her goons right after them, with Michael showing up and picking him up. Michael's trying to figure out, why the hell did you do this? And the reason he did it is because Michael said he needed proof, so he went in there to get that proof. But it all went sideways, that the engine cut on, and he lost them all. Dre telling him that there is some wicked stuff going on in that tower. That if you have lawyers still on retainer, you need to get them, because the others are probably gonna need bailing out. With Dre being able to get it all on tape, this is when we see the crosshairs on Dre. Without hesitation, the ringing of the gunshot is heard right after the bullet pierces through his body. Dre falling down to the ground. Everything that he just discovered dies with him. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely not a bad story, a great start to what we have going on here. A great modern retelling, as they said, to Mr. Terrific. We're learning about his tragic origins, how his wife and unborn son, they had been taken from him. And then the only person to actually care about him, Dre, he is also taken by Athena Prescott, the same person he sold his company to. This is what is going to get him out of his hidden fortress. This is what is going to create the hero that is known as Mr. Terrific. This is his origin story. This is where it all begins. But it appears that that engine Athena Prescott is operating, it has the same signature as Darkseid, the same signature as his interdimensional rift. So is Athena Prescott working with Darkseid, or is she working with the technology she simply doesn't understand yet? Nonetheless, we are witnessing the birth of Mr. Terrific. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that is going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.